Hello, this is Jim Deadman, and welcome to Slop in the Shop for this week. Slop in the Shop is my video blog of what I'm doing every week. It always takes the cue from the little slop bucket that we had out in the country to feed the piggies. My slop's more video, virtual slop for you, the consumer, but we still feed the piggies. It's just a spin on something. So, usually these things are whatever I got going on. There's not nothing particular to look at different. It may be a machining project, it may be a clip from this or that, or whatever just going on in the shop. Stuff that doesn't make a project, or just something I feel like shooting a little bit of time of. Sometimes it's purchases and cutting rags up. And I was cut off a pair of shorts one time. It said it's a fashion statement by viewers. So, hey, you liable to see anything in Slop in the Shop. So get your feet propped up. Get your cold drink or cup of coffee, depending on the time of day. If you're so inclined, get you a cold adult beverage. Sit back and let's watch these little pigs being fed here on the internet. And I'll come back and tell you bye. Have a great day. Alright, I needed to do something, and I just sat down a minute and thought about it. And I'm going to make something. Something simple. It's not out of some material I got just laying around, as usual. The other day, I was doing a brake rotor project. I'm all the time needing some thick washers to go with my studs and stuff. So I thought it'd be ideal. You know what? I like the finish of that outside. I'm just going to do it. What we're going to do here is we're going to do a little quick job on the lathe, because we can. We're going to find the center tool. Drill over here behind you. I know I ain't a few. Yeah, we're going to do a little quick job on the lathe. Hang loose a minute. Now, whoa, let me let the camera quit bouncing here. All right, we got you going now. I got my center drill coming in. We're going to set up cutoff tool and pull this back out of the way. We're just going to center drill this sucker up good. Move the lathe up here a little bit more. Hang this thing out. Mile and a half. A nice big center drill, put us the center in it. We'll drill us a nice hole in this thing. We're going to make some washers this morning. I know sometimes it's not practical. Everything don't have to be practical in this world. Just do it. This is just a clearance drill for my 1/2-inch screws. These are going to be washable. And then, there it went. I don't know which one of them worked loose. I haven't used this yet. Morris Taylor wanted to spin there just a bit. Thought I had it in there, but didn't. So it just spun and caught itself. I guess I put enough pressure on it. I'm going to have to go out and get a rubber hammer and a dead blow. I'm just going to drill in there and make about 3 or 4 or 5 of these right quick today. Like I say, this isn't nothing precise. This is going to be some washers to use on the mill and some thick washers that I need. So I'll have to bend it. Errors of precision too much. Just enough to give me some clearance in there. Let me go a little deeper. I will make about 5 or 6. So. That'll do it. If it ain't, we'll come back and drill some more. get the scale I'm just going to leave the camera running. We're going to throw this in a slop or something. So I want these to be about 3/16 thick. I want them to be pretty substantial looking little washer here. Pull this to engage the power feed. This drill right here. This is some of that steel that Michael Hale gave me. That I kneeled in the drill. I kneeled outside in the fire. So there we go. All right, I'll just finish cutting these suckers off the rest of the way. Have me some washers. Hey, here we go. This is kind of what I finished up. There's my these T-nuts. I made them earlier. I decided while I had the blue out, just go ahead and put a little blue on them. That'll give me some heavy washers I'll put here in the drawer to use with my 1/2-inch bolts and some milling setups. I've got a few of the SAEs, but I really just didn't have any. And you know, I got steel and time. I mean, I just run knock 6 out. That ought to give me enough to hold me for a while. So, there we go. Piggies are eating. All right. This is Jim. This is some follow-ups on this particular slop. The brake rotor. I'm going to put a couple of still pictures that my friend sent me of his race car just to kind of give you a visual of what we put it on. And the other thing is I got a lot of feedback on it, both positive and negative, both on through YouTube and Facebook, because I usually link my videos to different Facebook groups. And well, a lot of the feedback I got was from people who basically was really concerned because it wasn't proper automotive procedure. So let me give you a follow-up. The brake rotor, if you've seen the video, brake rotor was basically way too thick. It was so much thicker than a stock rotor, it wasn't funny. And I said in the video, I went and measured everything on the car before we even considered cutting this thing. So we decided to do it the way we did because of the limitations in my shop. Well, here's the follow-up. They put the rotor in a race car. We had a rain out the weekend before, so it was this past Labor Day weekend's first race weekend we got to run. They got to run the car. Brakes worked perfectly. Driver's really satisfied. Had a good weekend. He won his heat race, finished second in the main despite a power steering belt being thrown off. So I consider that a win, and he does. And I think I stressed in the video, and I'll stress this again, I would not advise you to take a rotor off your personal vehicle and do that to it. This was an extraordinary situation. I have no real idea what was paid for the rotor. I know kind of what they cost if you go buy one. So I don't know where he got it at reduced cost or what. This, you know, anyway, I done the job and it's worked out. I'm real proud of that. Even though myself, I had mixed emotions about cutting on it, and I had mixed emotions about putting it on video because just knowing how people are when they see stuff. So we'll be going to the clips of the race car. Not this week. There wasn't any pictures taken, but these are just some he sent to me. So that's what we're going to next. There'll be some pictures of the rotor in my shop, and then there'll be some photographs of the race car. So that's going to be the next intro here. Okay, and I got another follow-up on some other things. Right now I have a good many of the reefer nuts out. Everybody has been well pleased with the beaver nuts that I've given them to. There's been some, you know, always that's just something made a lot of the guys happy. I really got a lot of feedback. I was at the racetrack Saturday and got a lot of feedback from a lot of different people on brake rotor video and the brake nuts. So that was something I was really tickled with. And I've got some new subscribers over at some people who come by the channel now because I do all this other stuff. So that's good too. So with all that being said, I consider that a win. I've got some items here I'm going to show you. I had an audio problem a minute ago. Labor Day Monday, I went by and we went up to Valley Cruise and I picked up a new Mass General store sign for the shop outside. My sweetheart calls it treasure hunting. She likes to go to yard sales. Well, I cut this and I had a sound issue. Let me find it. I got this item here like a screwdriver, but it's solid brass, and I sawed it and I didn't have my sound on, so we're gonna see. So for 50 cents I sawed this off and I have a piece of brass, and I give him 50 cents for this because he didn't have no change. I just give him $1. He told me this is a piece of steel, it'll just go in a scrap bin and be made something out of. So with all that, and there will be a video, and I don't know the order how these come out, that I'm going to call Frantic Friday. I also delivered the little pins I made on that video over to my neighbor, and hopefully they'll be in his Mustang steering column soon. So that's all the follow-ups on the videos that we're working on. So we'll just get you some more slop mixed up. Y'all just hang in there. Let's see what else we can find. Feed them. On another video a while back, I showed where I had to put a brace on my deck. Well, the other side, the post is the same way. So I had to make another one, and it's drying because this one wasn't gray. The other one's a piece of gray bed rail. This wasn't. And like I say, it's nothing but a bed rail I buy every once in a while or pick up for next to nothing. So it's drying, and I'm gonna go stick it on the deck. Welcome. I got a drawing that I made, a chicken scratch of a project that's going in this week's slop. Seems like I need to make another door stop, so I'm going to show some clips of it, and that'll be in here too. Good morning. How are we today? I got a little project that's going to probably hit a slop because it's not a lot to it. It's more, this is I made one of these. I think I made them on camera. My stepson has doorstop problems, mainly because of my granddaughter. Their doorstop, their front door tends to get loose, and I'm gonna make one like the ones like's in my house for him. So I had to go measure one and draw it because I hadn't kept a drawing of it. So, you know, it's a fairly simple lathe work, a little bit of mill work to drill the holes. And these they don't come apart like those other ones do. All I'm doing here is just a little cleanup cut across OD. It's not a size, it's normally about a ½ inch, but so I want this to look pretty, so I'll go ahead and turn it like this. And basically all we're going to do is drill and tap a hole and cut this off. That's it. And that's about all there is to it. So I got to get a center drill in and all that stuff. Alright, we're going to drill and tap this thing now. And I'm going to just do it here quickly in real time for you. Right there is one of the handiest things that I have is that those deburrs mounted on handles. I mean, that's a handy little trick. All right, let's get this done right quick. I just tap right off the chuck. I know my buddy Anthony down in Alabama made this really nice chamfering tool holder. I mean, it's a real jam up piece he made. Okay. All right, now all I gotta do is cut this right here off. And that's it on this. And I'll just, like I say, we'll do all this in real time for you while we're here. This is not a, again, I've got dimensions, so basically these are scale dimensions because this is a door stop. And I cut this off at a 1/2 inch, so that gives me some room to put screws and stuff too. So I'll tell you, like I say, and I do, you know, how many times I think you've heard me say, I do use cutting oil on my aluminum on cutoff because of galling. I'm always real sensitive about my galling. So this will go, once I finish cutting it off, this piece is ready to go to the mill. We got to drill a couple holes in it, and that piece is done. Now what I've done here is a light cleanup cut on this piece, and we're going to drill another. Basically, we use 1/4-20 hardware for all this, and now what we want to do is we're going to drill us another hole and put another 1/4-20 in this. I've already done one side of it, lined everything up on the chuck to get it close. And basically it's got a hole through it, then we're going to tap it so these pieces screw together. Like, this is a tool I have and I use sometimes, and it's basically it's a guide. You pick this one up. I bought this one here, a particular one from Kits, and sometimes it's handy, and this is one of them. Because Darling sometimes will pull threads out, and I'm only going into a shallow point about 1/4 inch deep or so. So I need to, I don't want to, obviously, you know, damage my threads, so. It's real easy to strip your threads out right here with this, because we're going to Loctite it because it can't be very deep. So then I just cut this off to 1/4 inch. Still got a little bit more lathe work to do once we drill the holes in the plate to mount it. I'm going to make this a hair bit longer than half. And we'll face everything down once we real simple. Now I got to go to the bench, put this stuff together. One door stop complete. I'm gonna call my stepson there at home and see if they're awake. And I'll run that sucker over and put it in. I hope you enjoyed this week's Slop in the Shop. This is a copyright production of James Dedman Saw Logs Plastic Hubs for your enjoyment here on YouTube. Slop in the Shop is something that I really enjoy doing, and I get a lot of feedback on. It's just sometimes it's fun. So with that being said, if you've stopped by and this is your first video and you would like to, please be a subscriber to my channel. Subscriptions are painless. There will be nobody filling your box up with junk mail, your phone, your email box with junk mail. Your phone won't ring off the hook, somebody trying to sell you something. And there won't be a group of individuals coming to your door trying to convert you to a different faith. So with all that being said, I would appreciate it if you consider being a subscriber. If you don't, then just won't stop by. Well, that's cool too. I enjoy you visiting virtually in my shop. If you got something to say, as a lot of people say, there's a comment function. Good, bad, and ugly. I get them all the time. Sometimes people are constructive. Sometimes they live in their mother's basement. Well, that's life. So whatever. But, if you're so inclined, please fill out them comments and get in there, comment on what's going on. So, with all that being done, I hope you enjoyed this week's Slop in the Shop. It's something different on my video thing, and I like to keep a few of them out there. It usually comes out on Wednesdays, and that's the day I decide to feed the internet pigs. So, I hope you enjoyed me opening that little bucket of feed for my pigs. And I hope you stop by the next week on Slop in the Shop or on another one of my machining videos that I'm always doing. So this is Jim Deadman telling you goodbye, and I'll see you in that next video.